Here we are once again in the Hatch embroidery software. Believe it or not, this is take two. I recorded this tutorial and then while watching the playback realized that I wasn't even sharing my screen. So what we're going to do is create a custom thread chart today. The reason that I want to do this is because I want to have a thread chart that displays only the colors that I actually have available. In my last video, I showed you how to import the TCH file into the software if your thread brand wasn't already included as a default brand chart. And for me, that was Candle Thread because Candle Thread wasn't already included in the thread charts list. And so now that I've imported that TCH file with the candle thread colors, I'm going to use that in order to create my custom thread chart that shows the colors that I have available. So we're going to go up to software settings and manage thread charts. This is a thread color chart that I created in the original tutorial where I wasn't recording, but we're going to create a brand new chart. So I'm going to go up here and click create. And I'm just going to name this My Colors. And I will base this on the candle thread chart. And I'll click OK. Now what this does is copy the thread color chart from the candle thread into my customized chart that I'm creating. I don't want all of these candle thread colors in my personal chart because I don't own them all. And like I said, I want to have a custom chart that is reflective of only the colors I have on hand. So I'm going to clear this out. I'm just going to click clear all. The warning message asks if I'm sure that I want to clear all of the thread information. Yes, I absolutely do. And that gives me a blank slate to start with in order to start building my color chart. So I'm going to go down here and click copy. And the thread chart that I'll copy from, again, is that candle thread chart. Now, once it displays the thread colors, you can go in and you can multi-select by holding the control button down on your keyboard. And you can just go through here and highlight the ones that you want to add in your chart. And then once you're done, you click OK, and you can see all of those that you clicked on will now be in your personal color chart. I'm not going to do that for my chart. I wanted to add mine one by one because I was comparing my prior invoices along with the boxes that I was opening with the threads in them to make sure that I accounted for all of the ones that I've actually purchased. So to do that, I'm still going to go down here to copy, and I'm going to select the candle thread chart. And instead of just selecting through the list that is there, I'm going to use the find option. And then I put in the actual color code that was associated with the brand to find it that way. So as an example, let's use 8781. That gives us classic green. And then I'll click OK. And once you scroll down here, you see that classic green has been added to your list of threads. We'll do that again. We'll go ahead and click copy. And then we'll click candle thread as the chart that we're copying from. Let's try mushroom 8770. So you can see it highlights mushroom on the screen. I'll click OK, and that will add it to the bottom of my list of threads that I have in this custom chart. Let's do one more. Say copy. We'll go to candle thread chart that I'm copying from. And then let's try 8767. And then we'll add that to the color chart that I'm building. Now that's a tedious way to do it because each time you have to go through and you have to select the chart and then you have to find the color. But again, that's what I wanted to do to make sure that I had all of my colors accounted for. Now if you use threads from multiple brands, you can certainly add the colors all in one single chart. You'll just do it the same way, except for when you go into copy, you'll click the brand or select the brand that you are adding. So let's try Brother, and we'll do Brother Embroidery. And let's just add cream. So I'll go find, and we know that's 010, and we'll add cream. And once again, you see that that cream color is at the bottom of the chart. Let's just do one more for Brothers, just for tutorial sake. Let's try Madeira. We'll do Madeira Classic 40. And then let's add 1125, or let's just go through here and click a few, and we'll click OK. And then you can see that those Madeira colors are added to the bottom of the chart that we're building. And once you're done adding all of the thread colors that you want to add in this chart, you'll click Close. And in order to display your thread chart, you'll go over here to your threads docker, and then you can select the threads color chart. You can see here I currently have candle thread as the chart that I'm displaying. I'm just going to highlight that and move it over to the left, and then I'll go down here and find the chart that I just created, which I believe was my colors. So I can just start typing my, and it will automatically highlight it for me. So then I can just click on it and then click this caret to move it over. We'll click OK. And then this now is the color chart that we just built together in a few minutes, which displays the thread colors that I actually own. So since we have this one displayed, like I mentioned, this is just the test chart that I was creating for the purpose of this tutorial. I'm going to go through and just delete this color chart because I don't really need it. And the name of this chart is My Colors. And I'm just going to go over here and click delete. Do you wish to delete this thread chart? Yes, I absolutely do. Once I did that, you can see now that that thread chart has been removed from my threads docker. And then I can go in here and just get rid of it out of the list. Eventually you'll see that it goes away because there are no longer threads associated with it. But let me go down to my thread chart, which is the one that I created that I actually do want to keep. And these are the colors of candle thread that I currently have right now. Thanks so much for sticking with me during this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.